going to do NBA trivia and test your knowledge.
Watch me biff this, dude.
Okay, Paul, you're also going to try to answer the questions. I know you know like one basketball player's name.
You are correct.
Can you name him?
Wait, that's the opening question?
It could have been
Out of all of them. It's going to be a fucking train.
Welcome to the gray area. My name's Greg. That's Ray. And Paul's behind the camera.
Woo.
We are here to drink beer and talk about sports.
Let's get after it. Paul
There's
was
beer.
6 hours late, and I monsooned the
There's
table.
beer all over the table.
Look, man, get over a sickness. Back off.
No excuses. Only results.
Let's start with some sports news, and then let's get into our trivia we got planned.
Yeah, absolutely.
The first thing, Utah's new hockey team, they scored their first franchise goal in a preseason game against the St. Louis Blues.
Oh, good.
For them.
Or should I say for the St. Louis Blues?
Oh, hell yeah. They own gold
Yep,
right away?
yep.
Oh,
So
my
we're
God.
gonna watch-
Sounds like a great start to their.
Let me set it up real quick. Utah was down 1-0, and then they pulled their goalie on a delayed penalty. So this is that.
You say the Killers are out there for Utah?
I've never seen an own goal like that before. I've always wondered
Did
if
it
that's
just like slip away from him?
yeah, just hopped right over a stick.
Also, is this guy recording on an old timey radio or something?
So they're not playing in an NHL stadium. They were like in Iowa, I think, for this game, and it's not your typical announcers. It does sound like radio, but that's what the game sounded like when I was watching it on TV.
No, like radio sounds good. This is old timey radio.
Yeah, this sounded like almost like the Miracle on Ice.
Yeah,
Yeah, where
yeah.
it's all staticky. And
Yep. Yeah, dude, it just hops over a stick.
That's incredibly upsetting. Look how mad he is.
But despite that, Utah ended up winning the game 5-3.
Oh, so they came back and
Yeah,
just
they came
pummeled
back
us.
and won. Yeah.
What is this exactly? Is this like just preseason?
Yeah, this
or-
is just a preseason game. This was just their first official game as a. I guess it's not really official because it's preseason, but you
I
know
get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Like the team suited up, they wore the logo,
Yep,
and then they
they-
went out
they
after
played a
that.
game.
Yeah,
That's it. That's my sports news for the day.
that's pretty good. That's pretty good. I'm glad that they're -1 goals on the
That's
season.
some great news.
I hope that guy scored other goals on top of that.
I have no idea.
But it looked like he was a defenseman, so I'd say probably not.
Not this game.
Yeah. All right, and then I just had one thing I wanted to cover for this world's tiniest edition of Ray's Basketball Corner. We don't have to play the music, but we can if you want. Okay. So, Carl Anthony Towns, do you remember the guy who played for the Timberwolves that
Yeah.
I constantly complained about last year?
Yeah.
I kept calling him Carl
Okay.
because I was
Yeah.
mad at him. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he got traded from the Timberwolves to the Knicks for Julius Randle, Dante DiVincenzo, and a first-round pick. So the Knicks were in desperate need of a center. That works out. He's mostly offensively oriented,
Mhm.
and they already have Jalen Brunson, who's mostly offensively oriented.
Right.
So I don't know how that defense is going to look, but they're going to be able to score. And then on the flip side, talking about your T-Wolves, this is why I brought it up, because you're a big Ant Edwards guy.
The biggest.
The biggest, the world's biggest. Julius Randle is a notorious ball hog that likes to take like terrible shots in the clutch and doesn't want to give the ball up.
Okay.
And Anthony Edwards is also a notorious ball hog. So
There's
we're
gonna
gonna
be
see,
two.
yeah, we're gonna see how that works out because they're gonna be fighting over the basketball the whole time. Unless I could be wrong and they find
I'm imagining like 10-year-olds like literally
yeah,
fighting
like
over the
just
ball.
Back and
Guys,
forth.
you're on the same team.
No, they're going to become the new dynamic duo. It's just going to happen.
Yeah, if Julius Randle and Ant Edwards take over the league, like if they have the best record in the West, I'll eat my hat.
That
I'll
one?
Eat
You have multiple hats.
No, not this one. I like this one, but I'll eat a hat if the Timberwolves end with the first seed in the West.
Your Maple Leafs hat?
I'll eat something that is fine. It'll be mid tier.
He'll eat something hat-like.
We'll go buy you a new
like a
hat.
And then also the Wolves got Dante DiVincenzo, who was a really good role player in the playoffs all last year and shot excellent from the 3-point line, and they needed help
Sweet.
shooting the ball. So we'll see how that goes. I'm assuming the Knicks came out on top on this one, but that cat contract is miserable. So they're not going to be able to move them. If they're not immediately good, they're boned, and the Timberwolves are young and can figure it out if they
Sure.
have to. But that's all I wanted to bring up. That's the end of Ray's basketball corner
Cool.
today. Yeah.
Well, actually, I'm going to continue Ray's basketball corner
Oh, hell
with
yeah.
Greg's basketball corner.
Greg's basketball corner.
Now we got to edit the
It's
intro.
like it's like an Aldi's brand Ray's basketball corner.
Just worse. So bad. No, I just want to do trivia with you. I want to do NBA trivia and test your knowledge because you're the man
Okay.
when it comes to basketball.
Watch me
So-
biff this, dude.
Okay, Paul. You're also going to try to answer the questions. I know you know like one basketball player's name.
You are correct.
Can you name him?
Wait, that's the opening question?
Wait, what?
Can you name the one basketball player?
Kevin Durant.
There it is. There's one. It could have been.
Out of all of them,
There was no wrong answer.
Kevin Durant's a wild pull.
All right. We're gonna we'll start with what I think are gonna be layups. We'll see.
God, I'm gonna blow this from the top to the bottom.
Bottom to top, I stop. Is that Lincoln Park?
I don't know, buddy. Lay
All
the
right,
first
you ready?
question.
You ready? What year was the NBA founded?
Oof. What year was the NBA founded?
6.
Because there was leagues before it.
I will accept one of three answers. I'm gonna give you a shot here.
53.
Wrong.
Am I even in the wheelhouse?
You're high.
I'm high,
Yeah.
so it's in the 40s.
Yeah.
Give me 47.
Nope.
I don't know. What date is it?
1949, the
40.
NBA was officially founded.
Okay.
1937, the NBL, the National Basketball League, was founded. And in 1946, the BAA, Basketball Association of America, was founded.
Okay.
And then they combined in 1949 to make the NBA.
All right. So 49 is when it first started
Yep.
because there was an ABA after that too.
Yes.
And then that, yeah.
But they was like, they didn't take over to like the 80s or 90s.
That was
right?
later. Yeah.
Okay. Ready for two?
I guess.
Paul, you ready?
Absolutely not. Go.
Which NBA team has the most championships?
It's the Boston Celtics.
I was going to guess the Bulls.
That's not a bad answer, but
They have
it's the
18,
Celtics,
right?
yeah.
And the Lakers have 17. I remember them breaking the tie with this championship and me,
I knew
having
that's
to lock up on my
that,
guns.
I knew you'd get that one.
Yeah.
You ready? Question 3. Which NBA team drafted Larry Bird?
The Boston Celtics.
I was going to say Celtics.
I was going to say, is this a trick question?
Nope,
or,
not a trick
okay.
question. But made you think, you know what year it was?
19. His rookie year was 80. But I think he got drafted before. So I'm going to say 79.
78.
78. Okay.
Which player holds the record for most NBA Final MVP awards?
The record for most NBA Finals MVPs?
Yeah.
They didn't. That's newer.
Do you need a hint?
That's a newer award.
I can tell you how many he got.
Is it 6?
It's 6.
It's Michael Jordan.
Yep.
I had no guess there.
Kevin Durant would have been fine.
Kevin Durant has 1. Wait. 2. Kevin Durant has 2.
Actually, no idea. Who was the youngest player to win an NBA Finals MVP?
The youngest player to win a Finals MVP?
Yes.
Magic Johnson won when he was a rookie, and he won because Kareem was out. So Magic Johnson in 1980.
How old was he?
19? 20?
20.
20.
Well, that's pretty good.
It's a hell of a pull.
Yeah, that was good. I lost my place. Sorry. Who was the first European-born player to win an NBA MVP award?
First European-born player to win an MVP award. So, if I had to guess, we want Paul to guess first?
I do want Paul.
Because I think
Pass.
he passes. No,
That's not a player.
that is not. I'm going to say Dirk Nowitzki.
What year? For bonus points.
06.
07. That's still pretty. That's pretty good, dude. I'm impressed. You ready?
Yeah.
Who was the first player to win an NBA Finals MVP award?
Damn, I don't know when they started the award.
Do you want the year?
Yeah, give me the year.
1969.
1969. Is this the year where Jerry West lost and they gave it to him?
I don't know. Is it?
Is it Jerry West?
It's Jerry West.
Okay.
That's crazy that if he lost and they gave it to him and it was the first year
Ever. Yeah. That is also the only time it's ever happened in NBA history. It just happened in the NHL.
Right.
Yeah. This most recent
They
Stanley
were
Cup
pretty
Finals.
upset about it.
Yeah, they weren't happy.
Which team did the Golden State Warriors defeat to win their first championship in 40 years in 2015?
Oh, 2015, they beat the Cavs. I thought you were going to ask the first one, and I was like, I have no
No.
idea. They beat LeBron James
Yeah,
and Kyrie
the
Irving
Cavs.
on the Cavs. Yeah.
That was easy.
Yeah, that was a layup.
Who was the first coach to win an NBA championship with 2 different teams?
I didn't think the coaches played.
Technically, he doesn't. You were going to say something on the last question.
I was just going to say, this is Lane Ray Flex.
Oh, yeah. That's what I wanted.
No, I'm okay with this too.
It's the first coach to win for 2 different teams.
Mhm. They were 9 years apart.
They were 9 years apart. Ugh. Is this old?
One team doesn't exist anymore.
One team doesn't exist anymore. Is this am I going to recognize this name when you say it?
I have no idea.
Okay.
I'm hoping so.
One team doesn't exist anymore.
Do you want to know the team?
Yeah.
The St. Louis Hawks.
It's the Hawks.
Yep.
So it's going to be whoever coached Bob Pettit.
He also coached the 76ers. They won. The Hawks won in 58. The 76ers won in 67. And this coach was on both teams.
God, this is my 50s, 60s basketball knowledge is pretty. I knew Bob Pettit was there. That's about it. I don't know. What's his name?
Alex Hannum.
Dude, not
Okay,
a chance.
I don't know.
Not a chance.
I only pulled it because it was the Hawks.
Yeah.
So I was like,
yeah.
we'll see if he gets it.
That's about as deep as my Hawks
weren't
lore
old.
goes.
Yeah, you weren't old
as I
then.
know Bob Pettit was on the team.
Question 10. Which player holds the record for most points in a single NBA game?
It's Wilt Chamberlain with 100.
What date?
I don't fucking know what date.
You know what year?
Was it in the 70s?
Nope.
60s?
60s,
66.
62. Do you know what team he played for?
When he set the record, was it Philadelphia? Yeah.
The
Sixers.
Warriors.
Oh, the Warriors, right.
Yep.
Before they were the Sixers.
And
Or after. Yeah, you get what I'm saying.
my bonus question. You ready for this?
Yeah.
Who was the first player to play professionally straight out of high school?
The first player to play professionally.
To play professionally. And my one hint for this is it's not the NBA. It's not technically the NBA at this point in time.
Like implying it's the ABA? Or
Yes.
Okay.
It's the ABA. But he was still a pro. He was played straight out of high school.
Okay.
Not the earliest drafted straight out of high school, the played straight out of high school. Because there's a difference.
Right. I don't know. That's pretty specific.
Do you know who was the first player to ever be drafted straight out of high school?
Ever of all time? No.
Okay.
Because there wasn't a rule about it a long time ago, and then they made a rule.
So
I know who the last player ever to be drafted straight out of high school was. That was Andrew Bynum. I don't know who the first one was.
the first player to play pro straight out of high school was Moses Malone.
That okay.
In 1974, it was the ABA draft. He played right away.
Okay.
But technically, Reggie Harding was the first player to get drafted straight out of high school. But there was the rule in the NBA, you had to wait 1 year.
Yeah.
So he played in the minors after high school.
Gotcha. So
For-
the
for
ABA
a
didn't
year.
have a regulation.
No, they didn't.
And I almost said Dr. J, who played with Moses, but I was like, I think he was too young.
That's-
Like I don't. Yeah.
That's why that was my bonus question, because it wasn't technically the NBA. And I had to do some research on that because the question was worded super funny originally.
Yeah.
And I fact-checked it, and I was like, the question was, who was the first player drafted straight out of high school?
Mhm.
And the answer was Moses Malone. But that's
Well, I can
when I fact checked
store
it,
that.
everything said Reggie Harding. So I was
They kind of absorbed when the ABA became part of the NBA.
right,
Some
but
of those records came over.
again, Reggie didn't play. So,
Right.
Yeah,
But yeah, I didn't do
that was
terribly.
pretty good. I
Yeah.
should have been keeping track. You got
I missed the first one.
2. You got Boston Celtics 18 championships. Larry Bird, Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson, Dirk Nowitzki, Jerry West. Cavs. You didn't get Alex Hannum.
No,
You got Wilt Chamberlain.
got Wilt.
And then you didn't get the bonus.
So I did okay.
Yeah, but you the specifics on some of those. I was
Yeah.
impressed.
I passed, Paul.
We're proud of you here.
Yeah, it's like
Good
a
job.
C, but I did it.
Here at Gray Area Sports.
Woo!
Good work. 8.
8. I got 8. How many questions were there? 11?
10
I
and a
missed-
bonus.
10 and about. So I missed 3.
Yeah.
That's actually, I mean, that's a B. I take back what I said. I got a B.
good work.
Okay.
You're up.
So, I also have a game that we're going to play today. It's similar to the last one. So, you guys are going to be going up, like, working with each other more so.
All right, I'll give up another dub to Greg.
But this is more just like, can you do it? Like, can you guys work together and name all the things that you need to name?
Oh, we have to work as a team?
Yeah.
I'm
I
out.
mean, you can keep track of which ones you guys get. But, so, it's just top 10s. It's top 10 lists, and then you guys have to guess what it is. So, we'll start off, like, easy, so you'll know what we're doing. So it's the top 10 most popular sports in the world, according to worldatlas.com, and it's based on how many fans approximately each sport has.
Okay.
So,
I think I could do this.
Paul, if you want to start, and remember, it's the whole world. It's not just America.
So we're doing top 10. Do you want me to go like the whole list, or just
You'll go back and forth. So, like, you'll guess, and I'll tell you if you got it or not, and then he'll go.
where it is on the list?
Yeah. You don't have to guess
So-
where it is on the list, but
Soccer.
soccer.
Wait. Number 1.
Soccer is
Okay.
number 1. It says it has 3.5 billion fans, and that still feels low.
Yeah.
So, considering there's 8 billion people
Mhm.
in the world, and most of them watch soccer. So, but yeah, that was number 1 on the list. Greg, you're up next.
I'm going to say baseball.
Baseball squeaks on number 8 on the list.
Okay.
500 million fans. And I don't know how accurate those numbers are. Blame worldatlas.com
Okay.
if you have any gripes.
Long shot here. Rugby.
Rugby, number 9.
Wow. Good
Fuck yeah.
good answer.
Do we have a pen or like a Sharpie? That'll work. Well, there's one right here. Sorry, we didn't come prepared with writing utensils. Don't look at that list. So you got soccer at 1, rugby at 9, and baseball at 8. Greg, it's your guess.
Ooh. Cricket.
Cricket number 2.
Yeah.
All right.
I was
Yeah,
torn
that makes
between
sense.
cricket and baseball, but cricket's huge in India, and they have like half the world's population.
Yeah,
So
China. Yeah. You're up, Paul.
Are we 4 for 4?
You're 4 for 4 right now.
You know what I feel like a lot of countries get into?
What's that?
Tennis.
Tennis is number 4.
Wow.
Got it.
What a pull.
This is gonna be tough.
What a pull from Paul.
American football.
American football's just off the list.
Okay, like
It
11.
is number
12.
11.
Dang it.
Yeah.
I don't think I know any other sports.
Yeah, you do. But he's wrong. So, Paul, you're up again.
I don't even know if it's considered a sport. Is F1 racing considered a sport?
I
I'd
feel like
consider it a sport.
it's
but-
not on the list, but I feel like if we did, it like if they counted it towards that, because they have like motorsports,
Okay.
but I think it should be, but it's not.
Okay. So
Is motorsports
I'll-
on here
No.
as okay?
No. Everything's played like it's a game. It's not
Okay.
a race or anything.
okay. Mind if I take a guess then?
Yeah,
Sure,
ahead.
go ahead.
In the same vein, badminton.
No badminton. No badminton.
Golf.
Golf is number 10. Wow. So you guys have 1, 2, 4, 8, 9, and 10. So you're missing 5, 6, 7, and 3.
Curling.
No curling.
All right. We said rugby. I'm trying to think of field sports. Goodness.
I wouldn't.
No? Okay, no field sports. Is gaming on there?
No.
Okay.
All of these are like genuine
All right.
sports. One of them iffy, but
Track? Like track
No.
and field? Does that count?
I mean,
That's
it's
my
not
guess.
on there.
Okay.
One of them's strange. Like, I guess it's a sport. It's in the Olympics.
Hmm.
But the other ones are gettable.
Did
Like-
you take your guess yet?
Yeah, I said track and field.
Well, I mean,
That's my guess.
Okay.
But he said no.
Give me a second here. Hold on. Hockey.
Hockey's number 3.
Really?
That's what
I
it
was not
says.
expecting it to be
What?
that far up.
Yeah, that's what it says.
Wow.
Hockey's
I
3.
really didn't even think it was on the list.
Yeah.
Okay.
Real quick check-in. What spots are we missing?
You're missing 5, 6, and 7. You got everything else.
Okay.
So right in the middle.
Swimming.
No. Everything that's left is played with a ball.
Okay. It's in the Olympics.
Well, all 3 of these are in the Olympics at this point. It was just the weird one is in the Olympics.
Ping
as well.
pong.
Yeah, it's table tennis.
Really?
Yeah. Table tennis is 6. That's the one I was like, that's weird.
Well, it's big in China too, and they have a huge population. So
True. And then these last 2 are just normal sports. Like you could play them in high school if you wanted to.
Lacrosse?
No, not lacrosse.
volleyball.
Volleyball, number 5.
Does it specify indoor versus beach or just in
Just says
general?
volleyball. And then there's the last one. Shocked it hasn't been named yet.
Did we get basketball already? Oh,
No.
it's back. Paul's
All right,
Paul said
give it to Greg,
basketball.
it's
We talk about it so much.
for
nobody
for
said
what
it.
for whatever reason, I thought we already said it.
No, it had not been said yet. Okay, but that's the 10.
That was tough.
Yeah, that's the 10. I wanted to start. The next one's going to be a little bit harder for you. So I
Sorry,
wanted to
Paul. You can
it
start the
easier.
next one because I took that last one from you.
So the
No, that's
honorable mentions on that list were American football and snooker, which is a form of pool.
Pool, yeah.
But that's the top 10. You guys got there. I gave you
Wow.
some hints, but you got there. So
Well,
the
we got
next
together.
list we're going to do,
Teamwork.
I need you guys to name the top 10 highest earning athletes of all time, according to Sportico.com. So this is like adjusted. This is how much money they've made over the entirety of their career.
Okay.
So basically just like the wealthiest athletes.
And overall, we are trying to work together.
Yeah. So the wealthiest athletes are right now, I think, are soccer players and basketball players.
That makes sense.
You've got Cristiano Ronaldo.
Are we guessing?
No, not yet.
Okay.
Cristiano Ronaldo and Lionel Messi are top earners. LeBron James is a top earner. And then I don't know if Shohei Ohtani would fall on the list as a baseball player, but
He hasn't
is,
made the money yet.
okay, but he has the largest contract in sports. So
It's got to be like they currently have it, because if you count like some of these deals that some of these people have, they
Yeah.
haven't been paid yet.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean?
you can go first if you want to throw out a guess, but I just wanted to talk through a couple that were on my mind.
Well, I agree with you on that list for sure. So, I mean, got to go with LeBron.
LeBron is number 5 on the list,
Good.
right in the middle.
Good. I'm gonna go with Messi at number 1.
Lionel Messi is on the list, but he's tied for 6th.
Oh wow, okay, it's way further down than I thought.
Oh, and do you want like the money that they
Yeah,
made?
yeah.
So,
Let us
okay.
know.
Yeah, let's hear
So
it.
LeBron James, 1.7 billion.
Okay.
Lionel
At-
Messi
at number 5.
at number 5. Lionel Messi, 1.67 billion, tied for 6th. So
Can you imagine becoming
those
a
are the two
billionaire
together.
playing a sport?
That'd be dope.
Yeah, a lot of it's endorsements, but yes.
No, I
yeah,
know. It's
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, that would be sick. You just get to do what you love and they
Yeah.
pay you a bunch of money.
They're
You know who's got to be on
less
this
than
list?
40 years old.
Beckham.
That's a good pull. David Beckham is on the list. He is in that 8th spot.
Yeah, that's good because he's the owner of the Miami team or whatever, and yeah, that's huge. Good call. Cristiano Ronaldo.
Cristiano Ronaldo's at number 3, 1.92 billion.
Okay.
David Beckham was at 1.5 billion. Okay, so you guys are missing 1, 2, 4, another one who's tied for 6th, 9th, and 10th.
Okay.
So there is no 7th because 2 guys tie.
You got anybody else?
Not really.
Can you give us a sport? There's a hint.
There's another basketball player on this list that you guys should get.
Jordan?
It is Michael
It's
Jordan.
Michael Jordan?
At number 1
Oh,
because of
Really?
the shoe deal. Like he owns his own shoe empire.
Yeah, that
Okay.
checks out.
$3.75 billion
Okay.
at number 1.
Wow.
And then,
Good call.
so 3 of these guys are golfers.
Woods.
Tiger Woods
Yep.
at number 2. $2.66 billion.
That's insane. He's just doing something that a bunch of rich guys do anyway, and he's
Oh,
getting
Yeah,
rich
but
doing it.
he was really, really, really good at it.
There's the other kind of big name golfer, Rory.
McIlroy?
It's not.
No, I didn't think.
These guys are older.
I just remember when I worked at GameStop,
Oh,
saw a bunch of those.
that's a fair guess. Older, so do they not play anymore? I guess.
One still plays, and one is like dead, like crazy dead.
Does he happen to have a T named after him?
I can neither confirm nor deny this.
So it's Arnold Palmer.
It is Arnie P sitting at 4 with $1.76 billion.
That's insane.
I mean, again, he owns an entire beverage line. So it's so you guys got one more golfer. I don't know if you're going to be able to pull this name, so we can try to move on.
He still
He
playing.
still currently plays.
Still plays pro.
Yes,
Or just alive and plays.
he plays pro still.
Okay.
I think he's like fringe at this point, but he's still on the circuit.
Is he American?
Yes.
I'm not a golfer. I played golf once in my life. It was recently, actually.
Yeah. How'd you do?
You
Pretty
got,
bad.
Yeah.
You got 2 golfers out of me. I'm cashed.
Yeah. That's par for the course.
Good
honestly.
work, though.
Okay. So moving on, we can come back to the golfer. I can just give it to you at the end if you can't pull it.
All right.
So one's a tennis player, and one's a combat sports guy.
Combat sports?
McGregor?
No.
No.
Not UFC.
I was going to say that's a good guess, but I was about to ask if it's boxing or UFC. Is it George Foreman?
No. It's more recent than George Foreman.
My mind went to
All of the
Floyd?
Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah.
What's his nickname?
Oh, I don't know his nickname.
Floyd Money
Yeah.
Mayweather.
Good call. Good poll, Paul.
Yeah, he's number 10.
Yeah,
So-
I knew that.
That's 1.48 billion. I mean, that happens when you go undefeated, when
Yeah.
you fight over 50 times and then beat up Conor McGregor just for fun. So the last guy is a tennis guy and then a golf guy. I don't know if you guys have these names in your tank.
Is it a recent tennis player?
Recent-ish.
Our lifetime, though.
Yes.
Oh, goodness.
There was like the 2 really famous ones.
I know, and both of their names are slipping my mind.
Do you guys want some more time to think, or?
No,
All
because
right.
we'll just waste time on this.
Sure. So number 6 was Jack Nicklaus,
Okay.
the golfer,
Yeah.
and number 9, the tennis player, Roger Federer.
Roger. Okay.
So Jack Nicklaus at
I would not have been
1.67 billion. He was tied with Messi for 6th, and then 9, Federer having 1.49 billion.
I know both of the names. I might have got Federer eventually if you talked me to it, but it was going to take me a
I
while.
told you that one was going to be a little harder.
Yeah, that was tough.
But yeah, I mean, you got 8 of them. So
Not bad.
with some hints, but you got them.
I'm proud of us.
Did we get 8 of the? We got all the sports.
You got all the sports. Yeah.
Okay.
With a little bit of help.
Yeah.
But all the sports.
We did get some wrong though.
True. You didn't guess any wrong names really, other than McGregor.
Yeah.
Yeah. Most of the things
Good
you
guess,
said were
though.
correct.
Thanks.
All right. Yeah, but that's all I got games wise.
Nice. Good work. That was cool.
I do my best. Do my best. So I guess you don't have anything else, do you?
Nope, that's it.
Okay, so before we call it, I just wanted to shout out these 2 people real quick because they passed away since our last episode.
Okay.
But Dikembe Mutombo, the 8-time All-Star, 4-time Defensive Player of the Year from the Democratic Republic of the Congo, he died at age 58. He played in the NBA for 18 seasons
Wow.
and did a ton for international basketball and the spread of the game. So rest in peace to Dikembe. He will be missed. And then from an MLB side, Pete Rose passed away recently at the age of 83. The MLB legend is the all-time hit leader for the league. And I'm hoping, now that he's passed, the punishment's gone on long enough and they'll just put him in the Hall
Yeah.
of Fame. Because they didn't give it to him while he was alive,
I
so
know.
at least they could do it posthumously.
Did you see the letter that he wrote to the MLB commissioner like 2 years ago?
And that was it him saying...
He
"Love
was
you,
just
Declan."
profusely apologizing.
Yeah.
He's
I
like,
feel bad,
he's like, I
dude.
get it.
I
Screwed
know,
up.
but he was one of the greatest players of all
No.
time, and he was betting on himself, from my understanding.
Right.
So, like, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, I don't know the whole story there, but Yeah, I didn't know that he was.
But
he was
that
great.
sucks. Rest in peace to both those guys. Thoughts goes out to their families. But that is all I have
Cool.
for today.
All right. Paul, you got anything else?
No, I don't. But yeah, thoughts to their thoughts and prayers for their families.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, don't forget to follow us on social media: Instagram, Twitter, TikTok at @grayair_sports.
Crushed it.
Nice.
See you guys later. Thanks for joining us.
Hey, producer Paul here. If you have a video that you want Greg and Ray to talk about, discuss, or even overreact to, feel free to leave it in the comments below. Thank you very much.